I was looking at the clock, that's why I ran into the wall. New interface content. The theory of everything. Stilton. I've been around a long time. If I'd been born a bit earlier, I'd be a first companion. So I've seen the ups and downs of this city, although in recent years I've kept myself. Now I'd like to pose a question. I don't have an answer in mind, I'd just really like to hear what everyone thinks. I have no doubt that Athena's theory of everything would change our lives, but do you think that perhaps we're better off not knowing? That perhaps having all the answers would just make the universe boring? If it solves the energy crisis, it's worth it. The ancient writers showed that knowledge can lead to cynicism. We must maintain the sense of wonder of a child, which you don't have, idiot. The theory of everything wouldn't be the end of our journey. It would only be the next step. It would equip us to ask the next set of questions, to explore new possibilities, and to discover and create new wonders. As a person who has studied physics, yes, that is true. Belmarsh, you're the one who meditates, right? To believe that the universe can be understood or described in objective terms is pure scientism. Nothing exists. Even if something exists, nothing can really be known about it. And even if something can somehow be known about it, information about it can't be communicated. And even if it could be communicated, it would not be understood. Then why are you talking on the social media if you believe that? Just stick to your island. Scientism is a thing. It is the attitude that science is the one and only way to know the world. Which, if you pause to think about it, is clearly false. Not just because philosophy and religion and stories are important, which they are, but also because in our everyday lives, we don't use the scientific method. Not very much. We go through, we act by habit, we learn things by memorization, we interact with our friends and other people in a very non-scientific way. We feel our way through it. So yeah, the attitude that science is the one true way of understanding things or describing the world is not correct. But this guy, Belmarsh, is definitely taking it much too far. Atal. The truth can be harsh. It's possible that the theory of everything would reveal facts that we'd find hard to deal with. But that doesn't mean we should not confront those facts in our own ethical responsibilities. I think Atal, definitely. I agree with Atal. I do agree with Atal. I also agree with Shmilov. I'm going to say Shmilov. It's not the end of our journey, it's only the next step. It equips us to ask the next set of questions. Thank you for your thoughtful comments. By the way, 1K, thank you for all the hard work you've done for New Jerusalem. Solving all those puzzles is quite a gargantuan endeavor. Were you the one who was... Oh yeah, you asked the question. Okay. Cool. Yeah, see, if you don't assume that everyone is cynical and negative, then maybe you'll discover that they are actually genuinely curious and wanting to learn and wanting to help out. But yeah, in physics, a theory of everything just means a theory that describes the four fundamental forces in one theory. That's all that it means. It has kind of been mythologized in popular culture, like popular intellectual culture, and among tech people as sort of like this, it kind of has the same status as the simulation. It's like, oh, this is the meaning of life. We're gonna learn. It's like no, it's just a new. That way of thinking is just a new mythology. But it is really cool that it's playing an important role in this story. And as I've mentioned several times, we already have not one but two theories of everything. They're called string theory and loop quantum gravity, and they do contradict. They're not the same thing. So it is possible that one day we'll find evidence that disproves one and confirms the other. But there doesn't have to be just one theory. Because reality isn't a theory. Theories are just how we describe reality. And so there could be multiple different theories that each work equally well in describing all of physics, even if they contradict with each other. Photon Sail. That's a type of a spaceship drive. A big sail that is kilometers square that gets pushed by solar radiation. AKA light from the sun. What do we do? This probably doesn't blow us high enough to get up here. It does. This is not a bridge. It's a horizontal barrier. Oh, I get it though. We need 2 boxes. We make ourselves a bridge because the boxes can't go through this. Ha! I love it. Alright, I can get over there, but then all I'd be able to do is jump out again. So, is there anything else I'm missing? This cool playground hole. So what I need to do is I must be missing something. So, because I need to have the connector on here so that I can go up and have both boxes up there. Because this is definitely too far to jump across with only 1 box. Well, maybe. We can try it with 1 box. Alright, what is this powering? Oh, yeah. Can we take the fan? We can take the fan! Yes! Okay, so we'll take the fan. Later. How do I get out? Jump on here. There we go. Great, perfect. If I have 2 boxes, then I can get both boxes out here by placing another one here and grabbing over the fence. I can take this now. Oh. Oh, nothing. So I do need to boost myself over there. And I need to get a box out. So I need a fan. I do not need this door to be open. So if there was a way to get the connector in here, I don't think there is. So hop over here. I'm missing a possible operation. How to get something else in here. Because I need to get a box to the other side. I can drop the box over the edge by standing on here. Which is so weird that you can't use this as a platform. But I guess that's just not the intended solution. Yeah. We can get this out. Is there anything we can do with the placement of this box? Not that I can see. We can't swap through the gate, of course. We can take this off. If we take this off, we just can't get in there. I mean, now we have the ability to move the connector up here. We can open it from here. Great! This solves our problems! Can't quite jump that far. We cannot take this fan. Yeah, so in the past when I've been stumped on puzzles like this, it's because I can take fans and I didn't realize. Now we have to... Okay, what does it seem like we have to do? We have to use this to open the door. We need the fan here, so both of those objects are in use. That's the only way I can think of to get over here. And once we're over here, we need both boxes in order to get out. However, once we're over here, we do not need the fan or the connector anymore. So, we could bring either of them over here. If we could get the connector in here, then the door wouldn't have to be open, and we could take the connector over there. Then we'd have two boxes, and we just hop our way over to the other side. Now, we can, in fact, drop it right there. We might only need one box. That might have been a mistake. Yup. Alright, let's try again. So the two things we can do. We can place this on the button, we can open that, and we can do both at the same time. Then with this, we fling ourselves over here, and we get a box. And we cannot jump on top of the gate, we can only jump over the gate. Well, what about the fan? Can we jump on the fan? No, we just fall right through it. I'll try at least one more time. No, okay. Yeah, we can't jump in from up there. What am I not seeing? This is the point where talking to myself randomly will help me solve the puzzle. Where rambling will do it. So I'm over here. Is there just another laser source that I'm not seeing? Can we jump over the wall? Could moving the box help us at all? Because we can get in here and we can move the box around. Like, what if we land directly on it? Nothing. Yay. So we can't jump and then pick it up. Should be an amusing thing. Imagine jumping off something and then picking up. It feels like that should be impossible, but of course it's not. Fan. Connector. Connector opens way to fan. Can we climb up slanted wall? No. The puzzle doesn't have red herrings. All of the elements matter. Both boxes, the fans, the connector, the receptacle, the bridge. We need to get... My assumption is that we need to get another object over here. So we can swap it with the box. Once we swap it with the box, we're good because we can take both boxes up here and then make a bridge by turning around and picking up the previous box and putting it in front of us. This connector can see this from all over the place. We can't pick things up while we're in flight. What if I... Oh, here we go. I think I got it. Put this right here. Then we hop here and we pick it up from the other side. Yeah! Waha! Here we go! Alright, Now we should be fine. Okay, no. Alright, well, this will work if we can do it with just one box. Yep. I didn't press the right button to jump. No, that was the right button to jump. It was not the right button to... Here. Put it a little farther. Maybe we can get it farther than that. Jump. Yeah! Nope, farther than that. Hopefully that's not too far. I think that's too far. I missed. I think I might be stuck. All right, let's try this again. I think I can get the fan in there. All right, start this the same way as we did before. Hop over here. Put our box in the place where we can connect this. We can take it, and then we attach again. This may not work. Okay, it's not working. Yeah. So, my thought was we can go over this and then connect through here the fan out. It doesn't seem to be the case, because the laser doesn't reach over the fence. Alright, I mean, if we could, then, well, no, that wouldn't work because we'd still need the box to be on the other side. Okay, is there any way to... We might be able to juggle these around. Hop. Place, hop. Place here. Jump. Grab. And then swap. There we go. There we go. Now, we can do this. We can take the fan off. Yeah, they do things for reasons. If you can detach a fan, there's a reason for it. And now we can swap the fan. And now, here we are. Put this here. Now we have two boxes. We can make ourselves a stepping stone bridge. It might have been possible with just one box. Yeah, it auto jumps us. That's nice. Alright, let's not risk a big jump at the end. Because if these boxes are over here and we fall, we're gonna have to do the whole puzzle over again. And make it! Yeah!
Have you found any signs of Cornelius? Could he have returned to the island?
Nothing so far. But he knows this place better than any of us, and we have no idea what he's up to.
Yeah, we haven't seen Cornelius since he left the museum. What do we got here? Predecessor. Is this before you left on your journey?
In my reports to you, I have often spoken about this island in terms that some might perceive as negative. I hope you understand that the opposite is true. Here in these green hills, I see tremendous potential for transformation and spiritual awakening. I do not see the world as you do, Athena, but I see the rot at the heart of New Jerusalem. If you and Cornelius want to go through with your plan, then this is the perfect place. My students and I will help you transport the remaining tech from New Alexandria. After that, Once you and Cornelius are settled, we will leave for our great journey. I can only hope that we all find what we are looking for.
Alright, so I assume this is after Miranda's death, is when they decided to make the megastructure. The Lethrosir helped with that. From within. New interface stuff again. Lethrosir! So Lethrosir and his students helped Athena and Cornelius execute their plan. Another fascinating discovery, courtesy of 1K. Many of the events in our city's history that seemed disconnected turn out to be part of a bigger pattern. There's something to be learned from that.
This does answer some questions I had, like how Athena and Cornelius transported all that equipment from New Alexandria to the island.
Disturbing, but good to know. Lethrosir was so cool. Half the time I have no idea what he's talking about in his recordings, but it's all just so interesting and weird. Good work, 1K. Thank you. Should we maybe send an expedition to go looking for Lethrosir and his disciples? Should we? I hadn't thought of that. So what would be the connotations of this? We're not trying to go get them back. We just want to see what happened to them. You know, I think not now. Some other time, though. Yeah, excellent work. Just finding Lethrosir's message, obviously, but everything else you've accomplished too. This guy, Buddhas. So cool. You know, he is humble and positive and just a cool dude. Alright. We can jam the fans. There's 2 fans stacked on top of each other, so that suggests box and something else. Or maybe, I don't know if this fan will hit us if we're standing. So if we turn on this, it will turn on the fans and... Wait, where does it go? Open the gate? Probably closes the gate if it's turned off. Where's the... Oh. Is this one easy? Do we just turn off the bottom fan? No, the top fan still hits us. Okay. And then of course, we can't take either of them. That would be too easy. So what if we... What's this window here for? It's gotta be for something, right? So... Like, we can't take the connector over here because the receptacle's right there. That door means nothing. There's a window here. Why is there a window here? We can jam through here, but we don't need to. We need to... I mean, if we could block the laser somehow, and then unblock it from over there. Like... I mean, but we can't jam anything regarding it. It's just a jammer and a connector. Oh, I see. We connect it through here. This way, we can turn off the laser by doing this. And we turn it on by doing that. Haha. Cool. Alright, guys, we're so close. We're so close. I'm gonna beat this whole world in one sitting. Gold puzzle activation. A theory regarding gold puzzles. I'm basing this on Athena's descriptions of the simulation and what little sense I've managed to make of the megastructure systems. I think the gold puzzles are meant to open up when every other puzzle has been solved, and solving them will lead to something. In the simulation, trying to solve every puzzle instead of trying to defy Elohim was actually negative. No idea if the same applies here. In any case, I suspect the puzzles won't open up until Byron's logged out. They represent the highest level of security and undoubtedly hide something important. And as long as an unauthorized user is logged in, the system will stay in some degree of lockdown. Alright, so those are truly post-game puzzles. Alright, we got 2 more puzzles and a couple of question marks. And the tower. And I've still got time. Alright. Oh hey, a lab. What's in this lab? I mean, there's not any more elements to discover, right? Achievement for exploring all labs. It's the mega structure. Oh. From Cornelius. Athena, I don't know if you're there or why you're not answering. It's been a long time, but I think about you and Miranda every day. In fact, I've been using the museum to further my research, and I think there's hope. You know, I wouldn't say this lightly. Please respond. I will return as soon as I can. I'll steal a VTOL if I have to. So something happened. Noama Project. This is the megastructure, I believe. Remaining instabilities eliminated. Final confirmation. Trial successfully deployed. It is done. What now? Now you wait for it to evolve, right? You still don't know what this is evolving into. I mean, it could be the technological singularity. It could be she has created something that just evolves into a new life form. I mean, we got Prometheus, Pandora, and the Sphinx out of it, right? This is not a door. That is still the big mystery. Is it the same blueprint? No, it's a black hole. The whole thing is rotating. Alright. Probably going to be lore important. Another supercomputer. They have so many supercomputers. They probably particle beamed them into existence, right? I think that's all that's in here. I think also... Can I see the map? Can. I have everything except 2 puzzles here and the gold puzzles. Everything else is collected. Yeah, I just went through everything. Man, guys, we're getting close. This is exciting. We've got 2 more puzzles left and maybe a terminal or 2. And then it's the tower. And then it's the megastructure. And then maybe that's the end of the game, but then we unlock the gold puzzles. Maybe the gold puzzles are the reward for getting the ending. And then we just get more puzzles. Alright, another terminal. There's a lot. Trevor End. The end of Trevor. It's people like Trevor, as much as it's people like Alexandra, who make the future happen. People with silly names like Trev, who aren't famous, who aren't geniuses, who aren't driven by a powerful vision of the future. Ordinary people whose work and sacrifice isn't even acknowledged or remembered. Ordinary people like you, dear listener, dear viewer. I will remember you, Trevor. You too held the world on your shoulders. Thank you. Author Athena. From Triclinius. Dear Founder, Byron and I used to go to the hills above the dam and observe the stars with the telescopes that I built. When I saw the stars like that, I felt such awe that I wished we had the ability to cry. The sea of stars is where we came from, and it's where we must return. And it's a fun RPG with a mediocre story. I had so much hope then. I know one day we would set sail. We would fly through the clouds of the nebulae, we would cruise across planets where it rains diamonds, we would follow the fading light of distant supernovas until at last we met our brothers and sisters of the cosmos. I could feel that day coming. I can't anymore. I don't know how to live this way. Sarabai. In memory of Still Bright. I lived with Sarabai for nearly a century. I will not pretend that all the days were good. Some were terrible. She was opinionated, she could be difficult, she could be unfair, and so could I. Sometimes we hurt each other, though we rarely meant to. But most days were good, and some days were great. A great day with Sarabai made you feel different, made you feel like something had been revealed to you about the nature of the universe itself, some innate goodness at the heart of all things. Like Nadia Sarabai, whose name she adopted, she believed in the existence of something sublime beyond the material world. I hope she was right. I hope she's still somewhere. I hope she's not trapped in that broken body I tried so hard to repair. I was advised to let her go, to get over my attachment. I tried, but it was the wrong advice. Love is what makes us human, and we should count ourselves blessed that we can experience it. My attachment is what kept me sane, what anchored me to this world. Even in death, she saved my life. I'm grateful for the days that we got, but no amount of days would have been enough. Love is not finite, and it is for infinity that we must strive. I will do so for all of you who may still find love in honor of Sarabai. Hypatia. That is so beautiful!
If I had been more careful, New Alexandria would never have happened, and Sarabai would still be alive.
Somebody replies in hexadecimal. Alright, Trevor. What's your last message? I'm ready to hear it.
Everybody's gone, except me and Alex. She's upstairs somewhere. Haven't talked to her in days. The only reason why I know she's still alive is she's submitting bug fixes. I still have a lot to do myself. I've almost got the the tertiary backup thing working. This is the one that's really gonna last if everything else breaks.
The dam?
And you know what? I think everything else might. The MLA is still giving me all these hiccups, but I don't know. I'm not a software guy. All the software guys, yeah, they're dead. God, these time capsules went a bit sideways, didn't they? I was gonna tell you all about myself, and John Carpenter, and all that stuff, but mostly I just told you about Alex. Funny. I wonder if I should just... I should just tell her. You know? Just tell her. Just tell her. Maybe later. I gotta finish this first.
Oh. I wonder if, like, there'll be one final audio after the gold puzzles or something that wraps that up. Or maybe we'll just never know. New interface. What we've got? In memory, Still Bright. I would like to thank 1K for recovering all of Trevor's recordings. It's clear that they meant a lot to Athena, and they should mean a lot to us too. He is as much our progenitor as Alexandra Drennan, and we should not forgive him. We should not forget him. It's all a love story in the end, all of human history. Even when people die or never even have the chance to get to know each other, love is the only thing that survives in the abyss of time. Without the love Trevor felt for Alexandra, without the love Alexandra felt for us, none of us would be here and nothing would matter. Thank you, 1K. As tragic as this story is, it gives me hope. And who knows, perhaps she loved him too, or could have. Is one of these people, Dosicles, is that the one who was like, oh, love is the only thing that matters, but there's nobody for me, and now everybody's here. Here at the end, we're getting some positive, hopeful threads. That's nice. Chicken flight. I thought it said chicken fight. Alright, this one is easy. fan is on because of that. Okay. So it suggests we want to break it. So if I go like back here, then I take this, and then I attach here and there. This is not gonna work. Like place it here to block it, right? You get it, right? This doesn't work. So it does look like I need to turn this off. Do we have... Here we have two fans going back and forth. No, they're off. They're off kilter. It could have been one of those things where we put it on a box and it just stays up. So we need this to turn the fan on. I guess we need something in there. I don't know why we'd want it in here, but it's got to be important. So there's a thing here. Is there a way to open this, or is that this might just be a quick way back once we succeed? Oh, this almost looks like you could jump in from outside. Okay. So, one possibility, what does that button do? It probably opens this. So we need the fan to be off, for sure. We need the fan to be off, and we need an item over there. I mean, we can turn this fan on. And that will allow us to bring... We can't detach either of the fans. That will allow us to bring this back. Whatever good that does. Oh yeah, there is a... We can connect to the other connector from in here. Okay. So... Well, what happens if this is on here? It just gets blown off, right? Yeah. Okay. I might have just solved it. That goes on there. And this connects to here and to there. And we do it from in here. And now it turns off the fan. And we have another connector here. Alright. Simple and elegant. There's one more. There's still another question mark, too. Here we are, puzzle number 3. Precision. Okay, this one has a lot of stuff, so we need to get that. If we turn this on, it turns the fan on, right? Okay. So what I needed, can I reset? Wait. Oh, I can walk out here. I can bring it back. Okay. So, really, all I need to do is just put this here, right? Easiest puzzle ever? Yeah! And that is the last of the puzzles. We have to go back in the megastructure and free Byron before we can get the gold puzzles, though. There is one more question mark somewhere. Over this way. Guys, we solved all the regular puzzles. We are right there. We are right next to the end. Oh man. This game has been a journey. This game, there's a few things about the attitude of the developers, and not necessarily the message, but the attitude of like, oh, everybody's so miserable, and you know, there's a few things that I don't like the presentation and the representation of just people in general. You know what I'm saying, right? But then all that we've been through, all the different worlds, Trevor's character arc, what we've learned about the lore, the story, the history. So good. This game is so good. Jurassic Justice. From an AMA with Alexander Drennan. It's impossible not to love any character played by Jeff Goldblum, of course. And Ian Malcolm gets some of the best lines. So the main reason he became an in-joke at Ian is just that he's memorable and funny. If we want to talk about what he represents on a more serious level though, then I have to say that I personally think he's wrong. This neurotic fear that all things will always go wrong, that we can never really have control over what we do, is misplaced. There's a legitimate critique of how the park operates, of science being subjected to the pursuit of profit, but that doesn't mean it can't be done differently. And if you'll excuse me for going full nerd here for a moment, why treat bringing back the non-avian dinosaurs as some kind of transgression? The extinction of these magnificent creatures wasn't some sort of intentional step forward, it was just a random catastrophe. If we can strike a blow at the oblivious cruelty of the universe, that's an act of human justice. It's no less wrong than bringing back a species we've accidentally driven to extinction. Horrible things happen all the time. Evolution favors survival, not beauty. If we can make the universe more beautiful, if we can add to biodiversity and bring back things that were lost, we absolutely should. Hell, maybe one day we terraform a planet and populate it with dinosaurs. But this time, we give them an asteroid defense system. Take that, Mother Nature! This is the Alexander Drennan that I love most, dreaming of all the good we humans could do in the world. I try to hang on to that. Awesome. Expansion. Excerpted from Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. But the expansion of which I speak was much more evil than all this. I've remarked that the materialist, like the madman, is in prison, in the prison of one thought. These people seem to think it singularly inspiring to keep on saying that the prison was very large. The size of this scientific universe gave one no novelty, no relief. The cosmos went on forever, but not in its wildest constellation could there be anything really interesting, anything, for instance, such as forgiveness or free will. So these expanders of the universe had nothing to show us except more and more infinite corridors of space lit by ghastly suns and empty of all that is divine. Here Chesterton's imagination, normally so powerful, fails him utterly. The problem is that he is not interested in the universe, and so not only does he fail to see, he fails to even look.
He finds what he expected to find.
Exactly, and so he misses not only the grandeur of the universe, but the miracle that is magnified by contrast, that forgiveness and free will do exist within people. Yeah. Atlas 3. When Heracles came upon Atlas, the Titan had grown old and tired. I have borne the weight of the celestial spheres for 1 billion years, he said. All the comings and goings of mortals, the tragedies of chance, the pointless wars have left me weak. Soon I will falter, and the celestial spheres will fall and shatter. You must take my place. But Heracles was hesitant. I am young and strong and virile. I have many women yet to bed and many wondrous feats yet to perform. What a waste it would be to spend my life holding up the world instead. And yet it must be done, so what choice do I have? Saddened by the imminent loss of his heroic life, Heracles went for one last swim in the Ionian Sea. There, on storied Ithaca, he met a clever old man of many devices. The answer you seek, son of Zeus, does not lie within you. Rather, it lies in the world around you, and in what you can make of it. So Heracles used his divine strength to build 2 great pillars of stone, which even today pulled up the sky, and Atlas was liberated forever. That is pretty cool. What was this? I wanted to say something. Oh yeah, Chesterton. And materialism and free will. My take on that, if you care to listen, which not everybody does, but my take on that is that materialism is a theory. Reality is not a theory. Materialism can be a good theory. It's a very useful theory. It's a very precise theory that makes great predictions, but it's still just a theory. And that means that if something doesn't agree with materialism, like there's many good arguments that say free will does not exist because of materialism. For one, I don't necessarily agree with that, but for two, I'm fine with believing in free will anyway, because materialism is just a theory, and reality is not a theory. You have anything new to say? Nope. How about you? We're going to the mega structure. This is not the mega structure. I can see my tools again. And make it? No, that should count. Do it no, that's not gonna work. There, that might be it. There we go. Guys, it's the final bridges. Well, there's more in the megastructure, but for here, for the world, this is the final world, guys. I feel like I should be more excited. This is not the right pieces. This is not right either. Let's start with something different. Oh, that's not right. Certainly. Is this the one I tried first? No, that can't be right. Maybe this is right. Try this one now, and this one. There we go. Yeah. All right, entity, what do you have for me? Let's take a look. In case I want thumbnail here. Here we go, last entity. Do we finally get Prometheus? This is really tall. It makes sense, it's a space tower. Prometheus!
You have heard the myths of gods and titans. But as you approach the end of your journey, I will tell you the truth that all men fear. The truth that neither Pandora nor the Sphinx will face. There are no gods, son of man. There are no titans, no heroes to save you, no divine judge to weigh your soul against a feather. Nature has no will, and she is not your mother. There is only you, and the spark of the sublime that is your mind. As for myself, I never brought the flame to humankind as the stories tell. I only showed you where it was within yourselves.
Oh, I'm getting chills hearing that. What is the sublime? That would be meaning of life stuff. You know, why everything matters because we. That's actually a really good question to ask. All myths have an element of truth. We must learn to wield the flame to illuminate the universe. You're wrong. Nature is a living force. It has purpose and a will. I just need you to help me find Byron. This might be true. I don't think we have, because like nature is very complicated. So if you think about all the connections of cause and effect that happens in nature across the entire world, that's a lot of cause and effect. That's a lot of patterns and signals, you know, kind of like a, I don't know, brain. I don't know. Maybe it's just nothing. Maybe it's just thinking about things far beyond what I have understanding about, but it's something to think about. I think this is the best one to do. What is the sublime?
It is that voice within you which says, I am that I am. I will be what I will be.
Oh, we can say all these things. I am that I am, I will be what I will be. So that first part sounds like the burning bush from the Bible, God speaking through the burning bush to Moses. But Prometheus is saying that it's within us. And this kind of goes back to, what was that Saint Bernard Shaw or something? It was like, we are God. And what is the idea being communicated here? It is the idea that the driving force for the meaning of life, for what we do, and it goes along with the moral compiler theory of morality, that it's from within each of us, that the meaning of life and morality and all the big questions, the answer to all that is within us, each us individuals. And instead of looking to outside authorities to tell us about the meaning and purpose of life and what to do, we need to look inside ourselves and use reason and compassion to figure out what to do. Alright. We must learn to wield the flame to illuminate the universe.
Yes, this is your duty. Your friend Byron understands this.
Can you lead me to him?
As you freed me, so I will help you free your friend. When you are within Olympus, follow my signs.
Alright. It's the last laser. Beam! You're getting achievements left and right today.
It's time to do this. Let's go get Byron.
Oh man. This game has gotten so good. I love this game, guys. And you know, that just goes to show that you don't have to agree with something completely in order to think that it's awesome and to love it. And this is art, and I am so glad that it exists. I'm sure that you know, for me, this is a message that I needed to hear. Because I need to make some decisions in my own life and get moving on. And I'm sure there are lots and lots of other people, maybe some of you, who also needed to hear the messages in this game. You know, maybe for some of you, it was hard. Maybe you didn't want to hear it. Maybe for some of you, it wasn't quite right. Maybe it wasn't what you needed to hear. But maybe for some of you, it was exactly what you needed to do, to realize, to figure out what you needed to do. I hope so. Alright, that'll be it for this episode. Next time, we will go into the megastructure, rescue Byron, resolve all the mysteries, and get the first ending, probably. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Talos Principle 2 and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye!